What's up, guys? It's your boy Scion, and I'm back. And surprisingly, I'm gonna be doing a different series for Warframe. This series is going to be called Warframe Arsenal, and what it basically is going to consist of is me talking about my favorite things in Warframe, my favorite weapons, my favorite frames. And surprisingly, I find I don't have like too many melee weapons. Like, I can count them on one hand. That's surprising, but as you can see, I'm starting off with my favorite. He's always been my favorite back when I had normal Ash, and now we have Ash Prime. So we're going to talk about Ash Prime. Ash Prime is the one frame that makes me feel the most like a Warframe. When you think about that, you know, like, what is a Warframe? It's just a weapon. You feel ninja. You feel like you're a badass, and Ash is the one that personifies that the most for me. So I guess that's why he's my favorite. And I just like the way this looks like. He just looks just super. So normally, as you can see, what I do compared to other people is I build balance wise. I do not go for losing anything. I do not go, you will hardly ever see me negative a frame. I will never do that. I will always work within the frame and try to make everything be balanced across the board, and then work and use things. Only occasionally you'll see me maybe go to 90% or 80% on something like that, but you will hardly ever see me negative a frame. So with that said, my build for him is pretty much across the board. You're gonna pretty much see me either do corrosive, or you're gonna see me do energy siphon. Corrosive works a little better for Ash, in my opinion, because you kind of don't need that much energy, because he doesn't expend it too much if you use him properly. If you blade storm all day, that's cheesy, and it's not no point to doing that anyway. But I went corrosive projection, rush, prime continuity. I don't have it all the way maxed out, of course. Redirection, I don't have that already maxed out. And vitality, I already don't have that maxed out. I am going to do that probably this weekend, but not right now. I intensify, streamline, prime flow, and rage. Now what that does is make a good, nice build, a nice balance in between everything, and I can take out everything. Now, no, you are not going to go 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours in endless survival, but again, like I said in my last video in the Storm Files, endless survival is not in-game. That's something somebody, I don't know who started it, it's somebody went along and said, you know what, this game doesn't have in-game, so let's give us something to do. That is not what the company said. That's not what DE said. I don't know who said it, but that's not in-game. It's just endless survival. And when you think about it, survival that's endless is not end. Endless means keep going. So you can't build something that keeps going, and then the scaling system on that is broken. So you can't do that. So we're gonna have this right here. I'm gonna go into a game and show you what I do and how I do it. I'm very very agile, very moving. And also what you can do, if you feel that you have too much energy, take rage off, and you can start using his normal, his special stuff. Like, I use Rise of Storm if I want to actually use a Blade Storm a little bit more. I use Smoke Statter if I want to troll. Seek and Shuriken, I don't know. Maybe Mugan will come up with something for that, but I ain't got time for all that. So we can go into the gameplay. I'll go into a tier 4, and I'll just show you how I just run around with them and what I do. So I'm going into a T4 now. And in my opinion, you're not playing Warframe right unless you're using all of your Warframe. That means you're using all your powers, all 4 powers. You're using your weapon, your melee weapon, your sidearm, and your main weapon. You don't have to use the sidearm and the main weapon, but if you're not using everything, it doesn't matter, in my opinion. I think that's this total fail and everything else. So what I do with Ash is I want him to be fast, and I want him to be tanky, and I want him to be able to use his melee weapons to do everything that he has to possibly do. And if I feel that I get the need where things are just a little bit too much for him, then I'll go defensive and vanish. You don't have to stay vanished. It's just enough to clear out the area and just do what you gotta do. And while I'm still a little bit vanished, I'll just throw out the Shuriken, debuff like a major target, like we just pretty much seen right here, and I just want to be fast. Now you see my health, you see my defense, and I can pretty much come back and kill and go after whoever I want. You see my energy is pretty nice right now, 350 already. I didn't have to use any type of energy item or something like that, so he's very efficient when it comes to that too. So let's go in here and take him down. We just want to whoop on people's ass because this is a tier 4 exterminate, and I'm using the bursting prime right now because I just felt like it, because it's accurate and damaging and not so much cheesy as other things. Hi, got you out of here. Now when it comes to this is just something different. When it comes to these guys, these nullifiers, what I do is I jump in with the sonar core and just fire at the ground, and they instantly get wrecked. It's not even, there's nothing they can do about it. So it's like nullifiers are useless. And if you time it correctly, they never even get a shot off. It doesn't matter what level it is. Sonar core is just cheese to begin with. Well, mine's is. But as far as going back to Ash, it's just a really good frame to use. He's fast, he's tanky. He reminds me of how, remember how Rhino used to be? You could just run around with Rhino and be all tanky and just a big fat pain in the ass for everything. Hi guy. Get lost. And I like using the Cronin because the Cronin just has good slide damage. It just looks awesome. You look like a damn transformer when you use it, so why not? But yeah, Ash is just my boy. He does everything that he could possibly do for you in a fight. He's very defensive, he's very offensive. He has a 4 skill that pretty much makes him invincible. So if you really do get into the point that you are so beyond in trouble, you just do that. Like he can't be anymore. So like I used to actually ban myself from using him because it was too easy for me. The game has improved since then, and it's not so easy as it used to be, but I still got him to the point, especially with this particular build, where I can't really die unless I'm just lazy and not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So if you ever see me in a stream or something like that, you know, chill with somebody, like if I'm playing and I say I'm gonna get serious, I use Ash because that's my get serious frame. There's no way for you to lose. Now the problem with him is that he may not be the most raid friendly, because well, he isn't raid friendly at all, to be honest with you. He doesn't do anything to help anybody else except for like his smoke screen, where you actually have the mod on it to actually make people invisible and stuff like that. You can have a little bit of a build like that to keep people invisible, but come on, man. I think Loki should have been given something like that, not Ash, but I guess they figured out we gotta do something with smoke screen. Maybe change smoke screen altogether, in my opinion, and give him something else. Well, the faction thing got rid of that issue for me. I was gonna be able to do it anyway. Like I said, when you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like going through doing the BS, you do that. I guess he's just my favorite frame, man. I'm glad to have him be first in this series because he was one of the mainstays for me to begin with. So that's pretty much it. He's fast, he's agile, I do a lot of damage with him. I have a lot of fun with him. Anything else in here? And that's about a wrap. I'm just going to finish this out and talk to you a little bit. Go a little bit. And word of advice, spoiler, you're seeing probably pretty much what's going to be in next videos right now. People don't like Kubro's, but I like the Kubro that I have in particular, specifically his Howl. Because when you start getting to more higher content, it's good to have the CC. It's good to have stuff get feared away. Like this, you don't have to actually, like, you know, stress as hard. And again, like I said, if you're gonna have things, you should be using all of it. So you heard like the dog just howl again, so he probably screwed anything that was behind me. And he could do a little bit of DPS and tank somewhat. So I'm going to show you the build for him at another video. Like, see, he basically screwed that thing, right? I will show you the build for him a little bit later, but he's one of the more useful things. He has a shield that can protect me when I'm actually rezzing somebody. The only thing that he can't do is go fetch because he's not that type of cool, bro. I kind of wish he was, but I like the how better. It's more useful for me as far as going towards more higher level type of stuff. Even in the new raids, he fears the hell out of everything in the raids. For all those stupid, like, high-level ads that can come and whoop on your behind, like, he fears all of that. So, like, I don't see why people are so hard on him, on the cool bros, because they actually do a very good job. Oh, there he is. Oh, they were feared. See what I mean? That's how you do it. At any rate, that's pretty much what I feel. Oh, I almost decapitated myself. I almost killed myself right there too. Get lost, man. Anyway, that's how I feel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next video, and I'm not exactly sure what's going to be my next arsenal weapon or frame or whatever. I'll probably just make it a weapon and not a frame. I do have plenty of frames that I like, which is very thankful. Even though I don't like melee weapons that often. You see in one of them now, the Cronin. I'll say that build. Maybe I'll show that build next, the Cronin build. But other than that, you guys be legendary. Again, thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the first Arsenal video. Peace. Thanks for watching another video by me, Scion Storm. If you like what you see here, please by all means like, subscribe, share with all your friends. It really helps me out, and I appreciate everybody who stops by. One love, and be legendary. Peace.